Hi guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. In honor of this year's first snow that's currently happening outside, I felt like it was the appropriate atmosphere and vibe to film this video. So one of my goals this winter is to romanticize winter, to enjoy it, to look at it through a positive lens rather than, ugh, I hate winter, it's so cold, it's the worst season of the year, I just want it to be warm, I just want it to be over. No, I'm not gonna do that this year. I mean, ask me again in February and March when I'm like, please, just some warmth. But it's November, so it's like, oh yay, look at the pretty snow. One of my goals, like I said, is to romanticize winter. I was inspired by this. I saw a video that was like, we're gonna romanticize November or something like that, but we're doing winter. And so I took it upon myself to be like, okay, how can we do this? What are the good things about this season and how can we lean into that? How can we find more of that? So that is what I'm gonna do, and I want to inspire and encourage you to do the same if you live in a snowy place. I mean, I think winter would be slightly different if I lived somewhere where I could do winter sports like snowboarding or skiing, but I live in Iowa and it's not flat like a lot of people think. There are places that you can go skiing and tubing and that sort of stuff, but there's no mountains. So the first thing, make a bucket list of all the winter activities that you love. I should pull up my bucket list that I've started doing, but basically just search the events page of your town or state if you want to broaden the search a bit. Look up blog posts, local blog posts of the best things to do in winter here in Iowa or in Des Moines. And I did that and I found so many things where I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to do that. Or oh, that would be a great idea. Winter bucket list. Put it on the screen, but some of the things, obviously go sledding. I really want to go ice skating. It's called Seven Oaks. It's up in Boone and you can tubing, skiing, whatever. I think the boys would love to go snow tubing there. There is the Chris Kindle Market. There is I don't know if we're gonna go to this, but I was like, I'm gonna write it down because you never know. The 43rd Annual University of Okoboji Winter Games. Why not? Things like baking cookies with my family, making s'mores over the fireplace. I need to add so many more things, but just start creating a bucket list. Look at the events page. So many things going on. I plan, hangouts or dates with loved ones, friends, whoever it may be. Next one is, it's still a thing. Hygge was such the thing, as it should be every winter. You don't know what hygge is, look it up. There's books about it. Kind of embracing cozy cold weather vibes. For me, that's things like stock up on firewood because we have a real fireplace in our living room, make warm, yummy drinks, fuzzy socks, warm blankets, low light. There's just so much more, but we're gonna create a really cozy atmosphere. Just snuggle up because take advantage of the winter. It's also a great time to work on house projects because when it's summer and it's nice out, you're like, oh, I need to get outside, I gotta go do stuff. But when it's the winter and you're inside, you're like, no, okay, let's work on some projects we wanted to do, whether it's decluttering, deep cleaning, remodeling something. This is a great time to just hunker down on those projects and just work to make your home the version of it that you want it to be. Baking and cooking. So I am not the best at these, but we're gonna lean into it because there's nothing better than putting on some Christmas music and baking something delicious or cooking a yummy dinner. Make the effort, take the time to enjoy it. Get together with family and make Christmas cookies, whatever it is. But I feel like the winter's a good time for baking and cooking all those feel good home meals that just bring nostalgia and good vibes. The next thing I'm going to be doing is journaling and reading. This is something that I've already been doing, but I feel like there's something about winter and about the colder weather that makes you just want to curl up with a good book. I've been reading so much more recently. I got a Kindle, which has really helped. I always journal in the morning, but yeah, there's just something about a yummy drink and reading or journaling. So I feel like that's a good winter activity to do. Fires, hot tubs, saunas, whatever it is, find a way to sweat. I'm not a person that just sweats on the regular. I have to force myself to sweat. I get so cold to the core of myself in the winter. I'm just always cold. I feel good right now, but finding ways to raise my body temperature. Bundle up, go outside, and act like a kid again. This obviously helps when you have little kids like I do, but today was the first snow. The boys were so excited to see it. They wanted to bundle up and go outside today at 7 a.m. So we did. We tried to build a snowman. We were throwing snowballs around. We were sliding down the slide that had snow on it, and just like, they were having the time of their lives. And normally I wouldn't go outside at 7 a.m. when there's snow, but I was like, I was having a great time. So whether it is playing in the snow, sledding, whatever, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna bundle up and we're gonna have a good time. I don't know what the quote is. It's like, there's no bad weather, just inappropriate clothing or the wrong clothing. Get some actual winter gear, boots, coat, hat, gloves, and yeah, it makes all the difference. I have one of those like really long like parkas, and it is the best winter investment. If you need some inspiration, there is I want to say it's called 1,000 Hours Outside. So this is a movement for those who want to balance real life with virtual life. And so it just gives you all sorts of ideas. It's this challenge of spending 1,000 hours a year outside. Obviously less in the winter, more in the summer. Just kind of like motivates you to get outside and off the couch. Warm, yummy drinks. Who doesn't love a tea, a coffee, hot cocoa, hot apple cider? Whether you make them at home, I'm drinking a matcha right now, or you swing through your favorite local coffee shop or Starbucks and pick up a hot apple cider. Like, that has been one of my favorite things to do this fall, is to treat myself to a yummy drink, and it just like, it helps warm you up, but also it just feels like so special, and it's such like an easy, inexpensive thing to do to like boost the mood. If you're going on a walk, if you're driving and looking at Christmas lights, if you're hanging out at home and reading a book, make a yummy drink, buy a yummy drink. Movie nights. I can't wait to like put our jammies on, make some popcorn, have the fireplace going with like the Christmas tree, pushing our couch together so they're like a bed, getting blankets and pillows, and like cuddling up with the boys with like snacks and just watching a movie, like a little family movie. And you can do that without kids, obviously. But I think, yeah, having some movie nights and just making like a night out of it would just, it's gonna be so much fun. 2 things unrelated from a bucket list, but I find that help is having a sunrise alarm clock. Biggest game changers to getting up in the winter, because obviously it's dark when you wake up, and you need a little help. You need a little sunshine, and a sunrise alarm clock, we have the Philips one, is just the best. Also, make sure you're taking your vitamin D. Let's take advantage of winter, make the most out of it. We're here, we're alive, and I'm ready to romanticize winter. So that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were inspired. I hope you feel encouraged to make your own list of things that you're gonna do to make the most out of winter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.